This season is sponsored by Let's Pick, the app where you can enter and play customized contest about anything. Make sure to download Let's Pick right after this episode, and follow them on social media to participate in weekly Sequester contests. You can enter to win awesome prizes like Sequester merch, gift cards, and a chance at the grand prize of $1,000 that one of you will take home on finale night. It's all happening on Let's Pick.
What is it?
Sequester bot. It has been a rough journey, but now only 6 remain. The time has come to begin the final round.
Thank you. Have fun.
Locating the Sequester compound.
Let's begin.
This season on Sequester, 20 contestants entered the game.
Throughout the season I unleashed my wrath on the house, causing power players to be sent home.
And I'm definitely out for blood.
I'm pissed off. I just can't believe it.
And how many keep defending myself over? I know it's putting more targets in my back, but I came here to compete.
Round after round, backstabbing and manipulation struck the house.
Dustin, did you fuck me? Did you vote with us? Did you vote with me? Did you stay true?
But I'm just trying to keep myself safe. It was nothing against you guys whatsoever. And I'm nothing against you, I swear, but anyways.
Now only 5 remain. Jessica, the dark horse.
Also, I'm going to try to fly under the radar in the beginning. I don't want to come off as such a huge threat, so I'm going to have to try and balance my competitive side for sure.
Dustin, the kingpin.
So I'm ready to adapt to any scenario that's about to happen. Because you know what? Plans change. And you know what? This year is my year.
Jayla, the entertainer.
I'm scoping out people who just aren't really playing the game at all. Nobody likes the floater. And I hope these bitches are ready for the purple rain.
Zach, the loyalist.
The person who's social kind of floats along because they're liked. I got strategy, so when the time's right, let them fly.
Hunter, the villain.
I wore red today because this season I plan on getting up to here in blood and being the villain, and I stop at no cost to win.
Which player will be the last one standing and take home the cash prize? Experience the pandemonium right now on Sequester.
I'm going to battle Tori.
I used for men of the best, so that we have loyalty.
Yeah, there wasn't. Clearly, there wasn't. There wasn't.
I know. You showed that. Let's do this.
She deserves it for not trusting me. That was the dumbest move you could possibly make. Like, why she would flip to somebody that's been manipulating 2 people the entire game is so stupid. I don't know why she thought that would be a good idea and what made her do it, but I know she voted the other way, so I mean, it's her fault.
This shows that I'm a threat. Before, everybody knew I was a threat game-wise, but hadn't seen me battle. Hopefully this scares anybody who's now in the final 5. If we do end up having to vote somebody up, that they can't, or they don't want to battle match me, and that'll guarantee me into the final 4, where I can hopefully talk my way into a win here. Always bet on Sequester bot, contestants. In this game, the house always wins. Good luck, Sequester bot.
This Final 5 competition is sponsored by Let's Pick, the app that allows you to play customized contest and win awesome prizes. It's called Tummy Rumbler. Each round, the contestants will guess the weight of a gross food item. The person with the guess closest without going over will pick 2 people to race and eat the food. The winner will remain in the competition. Each round, a new combination of gross food will be added until one player is left. The last person standing must finish the final food item for an automatic spot in the final 4.
The Let's Pick comp ends up being we have to pick everything in weight. Whoever gets the closest to it without going over wins and gets to pick 2 people. Those 2 people have to eat that food, all of it, and whoever beats the other person gets to stay for that round, and it just keeps whittling down till it's 1 left.
All of a sudden, Sequester turns into the fucking Food Network, and we're out here eating all this stuff. I don't know if my taste buds can handle it.
I know. It smells like 30. I am not 100% sure how much an ounce weighs. I know there's 16 ounces in a pound. I don't really weigh pounds.
Oh. $28? I have no idea.
28?
You didn't.
Yeah. 65.
7.2. You guys.
It's a smart move. He's gunning for us. That's just a known fact. So we get our bowls of food, and it's just kind of like pine nut crackers and Spam and pineapple. All 3 of those things are delicious, and I eat them on their own all the time. So I've got this, I think, in the bag.
It was just gross.
It's like a Lunchable. Good job. We had those hot dogs 2 days ago.
That's really not. Is that what we're supposed to eat?
I ain't even about. Not even gonna smell this one.
Oh, my lord.
Ugh. I'm a texture person.
Now, let me tell you this. Hot dog water smells disgusting. Now, tasting it, I don't know.
32.1 ounces.
21.
32 ounces.
I picked 2 girls.
That's okay.
You just saved me after I just put you and the other guy up. I'm shook at this point.
The Let's Pick competition, like honestly, I can't even form into words how terrible it was. I had to gulp down from a pint glass hot dog water and like pieces of chunks and blended like hot dog from like 4 days ago. Oh my gosh, it was so disgusting. I'm literally like, I've never like been more positive in my own head. I'm like, Jessica, you're amazing, you're incredible, like keep chomping this down, like swallow it. Oh my God, it was like the worst minute and a half or however long of my entire life.
Damn, girl.
I thought it was like baked beans or something else that was in it. The consistency, I'm sitting here trying to guzzle it down, but that fucking hot dog would not go down. I'm chewing and chewing and chewing, and it's getting mushier and mushier.
Wow.
got this. Good job, Jayla. Good job.
Good job.
Yeah, you too. That was. I'm like, yes, I did it. Like, that was amazing. Like, you rock. Then I have to go right back again.
V's tuna surprise. Oh, hell no, there's a fucking fish. $19.2.
31.
15. Marshmallows soaked up in sardine juice and whatever else. And I'm like, trying to like force it down, but it's like stuck and suffocating me, and like part of it's coming back up, and it's just like not going anywhere. So I wanted it so bad, but I couldn't. I was like, I have 20 bites left, and I'm literally going to vomit like 4 days worth of food, so I had to stop.
Coming down to the wire and knowing I had 1 step left, all I had to do was beat Hunter and guessing what the weight was for one more food item.
17.1.
12.
Final 4 is on the line. So, you know. So once I find out that I'm in the Final 4, the way I want to play this round is I want to be as honest as possible. The person who I'm voting out could very well come back and be in that Final 4, and if they're voted out in Final 4, they could drag me out with them just for lying.
It reeks like fish in here, by the way.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. My mind was like a tornado, and we had 10 minutes. I'm like, oh my God, I'm pacing back and forth by the pool. I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? I don't know what to do.
Well, hey, what are you thinking?
I don't know. At this point, I'm thinking it's every man for themselves. So I'm probably gonna end up going with Jess. I love her, but I can't bring her to the top 4 because that's gonna be a hard decision when it's time for drag, and I'd rather just leave her out of it now and just do that. Right now, I am scared shitless. You never know with these people. I've been making blood sacrifices. I've been trying to get people's firstborn child, and it's not working. So maybe if I can just vote with the masses, maybe I'll have a better chance.
As long as all 4 of us are on Dustin, it's not going to make me look shady at all, moving on to the Final 4.
Hey.
Yeah, I will. I know.
Promise Jess, Final 2. I'm like, I look at you, you know, we were duos like we thought our games were done together, and we survived all the way to the final 5. So what a story if we think we're out the door and then all of a sudden we make the final 2. That is an amazing story. So hopefully she likes that idea, and if the situation happens and she has to choose someone, she doesn't choose me to drag out with her.
And if she took me for a battle match, and that's fine. Like, there's no hard feelings.
Appreciate your honesty.
Yeah, because I'm gonna have to talk to her too about it.
It's
Do you guys want to do like one-on-ones?
She says, I'm voting Jess. I'm voting Jess. I don't care. I'll go tell her right now that I'm voting her. I just think that it's the move that needs to be made right now, which is weird because Jess went to bat for Jayla so hard last round, like so hard, like was not gonna budge on her vote because Jayla had her back extremely hard. I think that's super weird. It's not good, but it's looking better for me and my game there.
So, I don't know.
What are you thinking?
Because the thing is, when it comes to top 4, I don't want to have to drag you like out with me, because they're gonna come get me anyway. So I'm probably gonna have to vote you, because I don't want to have to bring you there and then just be like, okay.
I literally defended the heck out of you last round. Like, I'm not voting Jayla, I don't care. Like, I've been loyal to her this whole game. I'm not voting her out. If that puts me up as a target, like, I don't care, I'm not doing it. And she directly comes up to me and is like, listen, I'm voting you.
You know, because they're gonna vote for me.
What do you mean?
For now.
To go in? So you're voting me, and then me and what's his face, Dustin? I was like, you're, like, that's like borderline psychotic.
Because they're gonna pick me, and I'm gonna probably bring Dustin in, or Zach in.
Okay. So.
Because obviously there's no floater week, so.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. I totally understand.
Okay. Well, I just.
Yeah, no, I respect whatever you do. I'm gonna talk to them too. I feel like I'm gonna vote.
Okay. At this point, it's anybody's game, so I gotta do what I need to do to make sure that I'm at that final 2 and getting that money.
She wants Dustin. That's the name she threw. You're 100%. I'll be with you. Like, my pitch right now is like this. I have nothing. I have nothing in my resume. I've done nothing but float. And got here by the grace of the Almighty God. I look at who I have in the jury, and I have Erica, who, if she finds out that I knew about her being fucked the entire time, like, she's not even gonna be on my side, you know?
I threw out my little pitch to the trio, hoping that they would at least give me a chance. I was hoping I could at least slide by and convince them that, to put me in that chair, and tell them that I would be a good number 2, that I had no chance to beat them. I think I have a chance to beat all of them.
So, like, I don't even know who I have in the jury, you know? I have videos before the game that obviously couldn't let shit go. I mean, the difference is, like, you've made moves, you've made differences, like, I haven't. I can say I voted for people, and that's about as far as it goes resume-wise for me. Like, I can't, I'm a great 2 to have up there because it's an easy one. That's really all I could say is, like, it's a pride thing for me at this point to get there. I haven't done anything. Like, it's been a float.
Do you guys want me to just let you 2 talk?
You're fine. Let's do it. Obviously, I couldn't go to a well last time. Yeah. Of course you don't do well. Yeah. No, it's a real misfortune. Because then it could either one of us. You flipped on an easy game. Yeah. That's fair. I get it. Like, that's the thing with this is people can get pissed off over people bumping moves, but it's moves that they would do themselves. So that's fair.
When do you want to talk to me? Outside maybe?
Zach, I feel like, is a little bit easily manipulated. I don't want to underestimate him too much, but Zach, I have what's best interest in your mind, So, final two? Like, you'll take me to final two? We don't want a week winner for our season. We have played since week 1. Our season has killed it. So why would you want a week winner to represent season 3?
So, well, if you're in, like, I'll go Dustin. Last time we showed, you promised me, gave me your word. I provided everything for you. What did I give you? What word did I give you on mine? I said I would give you safety on round 6. I said you're there, didn't I? You said you would give me 6 the next round. Now we have to vote. Well, yeah, it's cool. Like, I'm dishonest with this. So, I final 7, you made me promise, or you could next round. I was talking about you in final 6. So, it's my word. If she's not a mission, she made a chance as a silent killer game. She's made no evidence of this. Exactly. So, that's what I'm saying. Imagine, I didn't know that the girl was really the last 3 months, if nothing but me getting called out since the jury started. I mean, called out with after the show. So, yeah, I think you're good.
Jayla just said she's doing me. I don't know what to do. What are you thinking?
I'll go for Jayla. I'll go for Jayla just because, I mean, you know that we have Jayla at one point.
Yeah, are both of you waiting for Jayla?
I need to talk more with Zach because I don't know what she's talking about to Hunter. I need to help them come to the same conclusion. I need to talk with Zach and see what's going on there. I still need to have a one-on-one with Hunter.
If I can get Jess into the final 4 with me, we've got the deal in the final 4 where it's if I'm in the final 4 with her, she respects my game so much, she loves how far that she's made it. She's willing to throw herself under the bus and take somebody out with her.
I want you to win. You've been playing an amazing game. You can even, don't tell them I guarantee you my vote, but ask them, did she guarantee you a jury vote? Did she guarantee you a final 2? Like, I'm only saying that to you. If you take me to final 4, you have my vote.
Okay. As long as I can get Jess into that final 4 with me, I think I've got the win. That's my strategy. So right now, I've got to make sure that I can make that happen.
Jayla can't. Is that what she's talking
What?
That she's going through.
That's what she said. So but when I'm considering being totally honest, what I'm considering is throwing a vote on Hunter. Because if I vote Jayla, she's gonna pick me.
You can't throw a vote on Hunter.
Oh. Look. Okay. If I have to battle, I have to battle. So I'll do Jayla too.
Because I mean, like you said last round, and I fucking respected that so much when you were like, I can't. But that's why I was like, I'm not even gonna argue that. That's just.
Yeah, and it's so shitty that she's not returning the favor to me right now.
Yeah. Because
she let it come out. She's like, I'm putting you. But she's gonna. I feel like I'm just gonna battle regardless because she's gonna pick me if I vote her.
That's I mean, you know where I stand, you know where my thoughts on it.
Yeah. If.
Are we still going on?
Yeah. We're still cool about the final 4 deal, right? And I'm like, I literally like looked at him and I was like, are you serious? Like you literally told me no, but I can't say like, oh no, I'm done with that. So but this is like.
I mean, you know, I know what you're thinking.
Oh, still in my mouth. I make plans about myself. I'm sitting here on the stairs like, okay, everybody's running around once again. Nobody wants to be real about their shit. We need to have a conversation all together so we can come to a consensus vote on who needs to go so it won't be a tie.
That's why.
I know, because he's made everybody laugh. He's made everybody do this.
He's the person that actually is not pissed anymore. Whereas like you're pissed off Eric, I'm pissed off Ty, you don't even know who's pissed off. Right.
I'm pissed off Thomas. If I say anything, if he goes to jury, at least I have a vote, you know. That's fine. Jess and Hunter convinced me to vote Dustin because he has a pretty big chance on winning in the final 2 because he's made all these great friendships with everyone. And like I said back at the debate, he has control over the house and all of his friends are in the jury, so he might get that vote.
I don't know where the votes are gonna go. Like right now, I think you, just being honest. I'm voting as of right now, yes.
It's so hard with so much shit going on in your head.
Okay, are you sure?
Can I drink? Can I get?
I'll give you both water. Like, my big thing is like, I don't have a resume. Like,
Yeah, Dustin's the biggest.
You take me
Dustin's the biggest target out of all of us.
Mine.
I've won 3 challenges in Battle Way.
I've been nothing
Dustin
but
was flying under the radar for the whole time. Nobody ever done it until the very last competition. They all love him. He's so funny. He's gonna be able to give a speech like a madman. They're all they're gonna laugh at him. Yeah.
mine is. Okay. They floated, you know what I mean? Like, when I say nothing, like, that's it.
You want an LOS?
I found an LOS. Like, if I was going for a job here, like, they'd be like, fuck off, you know?
Yeah. And you won't show us your app, so you really got it.
I'll show you later.
You're saying that. Then you won't be here later.
I will. What is that supposed to mean?
Contestants, this round is over. It's time for the elimination vote. I hope you strategized wisely.
I have the elimination results. Dustin, you have been eliminated.
I mean, that seems to be the general theme. Go for somebody that you feel threatened by until they're out, whether or not they battle back over and over, or battle match over and over again and keep winning and keep showing up. I'm interested to see who voted for me. Yeah, let's do this. I want to see who voted.
If you voted for Dustin, please stand.
Unanimous. I did not see that coming. I'm not gonna get heated or anything about it. I mean, it is just a game here. Well played, guys. Didn't see it coming, absolutely at all. Zach, thought you had my back there.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I mean, you had one of the best games. Like, I knew I wouldn't stand a chance against you up like sitting next to you. So
yeah.
That's the only reason I had to. It was nothing personal. It was strictly game. Like, it was just I was here to win. Like that, I had no shot against you. So, I mean, it was my only chance.
That's the thing. I don't blame any of you guys for this vote. Do you want to say anything there, Hunter?
I talked to all of you one-on-one since, I couldn't be voted. Yeah, jury, I won a challenge for immunity. So I was unable to be voted. I'm unable to be challenged for the battle match. So I secured my spot in the Final Four. Yeah, I talked to all of you one-on-one. Everyone seemed to say your name. And I know you were saying 2 other people were saying someone else. I told you I'd go talk to those people, and then if they were going to say that name, I would have voted that name, but that's not what was said.
Okay. Yeah, so I guess everybody just said my name. Jess, you want to say anything real quick?
Sure. I'm sorry. I hope there's no hard feelings. I just felt like I couldn't win against you. You're literally the most lovable person. Everyone on the jury loves you. You're so funny. You have a great stage presence. So I felt like standing next to you, and I just felt like I really wouldn't have a chance. But if you want to pick me for Battleback, I totally understand. There's no hard feelings.
And last, Jayla, you want to say anything quick?
I pretty much said everything throughout the whole game. I do still think you have control of the game because the fact that all your friends are jury members. I originally did not ask to vote for you. I was going to vote for Jess, but everyone told me that I didn't stand a chance against you in the final 2, so I had to kind of go with the majority.
It's kind of bittersweet in the fact that I'm getting voted out just because everyone sees me so dangerous. I'm going to battle match Jayla.
Best of luck, guys.
Good luck, guys.
Unanimous vote for myself. Everybody's worried. I mean, it's pretty good chances that, yeah, if I'm against anybody that's in the house right now in the final 2 against the jury, I am going to win that.
I am so pumped right now. This is the final battle match. After this, it's top 4, so I gotta do all I can right now to make sure that I'm not packing my shit and wearing a red robe.
I mean, it's understandable. I'm not upset about it. I'm not angry about it. It means I played the game so good that the game played me. I'm gonna win this battle match, get back in there, and see if I can just talk my way into final 2 here. Let's do this.
This battle match is called Problem Solved. This math-based competition will test the remaining wits of the players. Contestants will be given the answer to a math equation. The full equation will be split into 5 parts and placed around the battlefield. Players must race to memorize each piece of the equation and ultimately record them in the correct order. The player to correctly sequence the equation first wins.
Good game.
Good game. No, let's go fuck shit up.
It's time for ass soup.
Stop it.
Holy.
Amazing. What happened?
Hey, bitch, I made it to the top 4. Okay. Now it's time to drag a bitch. I'm here.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
That's so amazing.
Final 4.
You did it.
Holy cow. So final 4, this is it. I've come so far and I really want to make it to final 2. I'm going to talk my butt off and really fight for this and hope that nobody drags me along with them.
Let's do it, top 4.
That's it, final 4.
I have fought so hard since the jury phase has started. It has been a brand new game. I've had ups, downs, everything. I've had tears, I've had smiles, laughs, and I am 1 step away from final 2. I can taste it, I can see it. If I'm put in a final 2 position, I feel like I have a great shot at convincing a jury to vote my way to win. A lot of people might be mad at me, but I'm gonna own my mistakes, own my shadiness, own my entire game, and hopefully they respect that. Just gotta make it past 1 more stage.
I think my 2 best options are either going to sit next to Jesse or Hunter. I don't even think I'd be a bad opponent. Like, I wouldn't even be scared to sit against Jayla. Like, I honestly think I played a way better game than all of them. I have a better story, a better case than all of them. And I could spiel that to the jury and like really get their votes.
Contestants, congratulations on making it this far, but the fight is not over. 2 of you are about to be the last eliminated before the finale. You have 3 minutes to deliberate who should be eliminated. The person decided on will then choose someone to drag with them to the jury. Good luck.
Okay, I guess I'll start. I just want to say, I know a lot of people in there think I'm a floater. I think I'd be a good person to take because most of the jury hates me. I'm gonna do a really good job, I hope, of trying to show, I think I played a very different game than everyone else. I try to stay low key, but I planted seeds, and I don't know if the jury will appreciate that, but I really want to show that Sequester, you don't have to be a huge, powerful competitor with all these threats and all these things on your back. I want to show that you can play a different game, and I really tried my best to be here, even though I only had like 1 or 2 allies in the house the whole time, and that's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah, I definitely think looking at that jury, we really don't know how they're gonna act towards any of us. If we're gonna think like just right now, I don't know how they're gonna feel about me. You know, I have Ty who actually hates me out of the game too. We've all seen that. I think the only vote that I would for sure have is Erica, unless she found out all the shady shit that like I knew she was gonna be voted out and all of this, and then she literally jumps in my lap and she feels like she looks like an idiot now. So I don't know how jury's gonna react to me. I feel like I could plead a case. I feel like all of us could plead a case. I think we all have a good shot at winning. It's just who's gonna be there.
Well, based off of the challenges, I have a really good resume. I've won 2 battle backs, and I got 3 safety challenges. I played an honest game. Every time I said I was voting for somebody, I made sure that they knew it. Sorry, I'm still trying to catch my breath. I didn't really have a set alliance. I was going with the majority. So yeah, I would say that the jury would pretty much agree with my decision of, like, you know, being honest, playing a truthful game. I worked my ass off to be here. I didn't throw anybody under the bus, and that's it.
Yeah, as you know, like, I've floated the entire game. I didn't really have one allegiance, but the people I did give my word to, like, I stuck with. I did what I needed to when you asked for it. And I know I did that with a lot of people. So, like, I don't know where that lies. It looks very bad in some eyes. It looks very good. But like you said, there's a lot of people out there that look at it in different ways, and they're not gonna be happy to see, like, that I made moves like that and they're sitting there. So it can potentially really hurt my game after everything I did. But I think I worked very hard to get to this point. I told you guys I gave you my word at that end, and I'm thankful that you trusted and believed in me to get me to this point. So thank you. I'm glad to be here with you guys. I think now it's just, deciding like where we need to be, who's be able to plead some cases and go from there.
Well, I want to say this. Now that we're here, I honestly do feel like if it was time to go, I think you two should, only because if it comes down to jury, I need that vote to win. I need that vote to win, y'all. Like, I need y'all to be there when it comes down to it.
I don't think that's right for you to just take Zach because you think he's an easy beat and you're banking on our jury votes.
Yeah, I've been loyal to you the entire game, and I think if you throw me under the bus right now,
I'm not throwing you under the bus. I'm trying to see, like, I'm literally using the fact that we have this strong bond. Like, if it was to be anybody to win, I would want it to be me.
Yeah, but I feel the same way. Like, I would want it to be me as well.
But you just said that the jury wasn't going to vote for you, so you don't want all the votes to go for him.
I think I complete a very well case. It's just how are they going to respond?
Same.
I've been called a snake. I feel like I've made these moves, but you don't know. Are they going to respect a snake game? You don't know. I feel like I played a hard ass game.
Me too. Like, there's so much that I did behind the scenes that you guys have no idea. Like, I've practiced my siege, but like Kevin and Jay West, like that fight, that was me. Like, I knew that I was there when Matt and Jay West had when he found the LOS. Like, not a single person knows that. Like, there are so many things that I just want to tell the jury. Like, I want them to know that, like, I played a game that was low key, but I was able to do it and get here to this point. Like, we all were. But there's so much that I think I can prove, and I think a lot of people are gonna be bitter. I don't know how they're gonna vote. I did have to backstab to get here, but I just really think I can prove myself, and I want the chance to do that.
Yeah, I have a lot of things to say to a lot of people on that jury.
Well, we all feel the same way. That's why we're here.
I mean, I'll throw it out there. Like, I would say you probably play the strongest game. Like, it's intimidating. Like, I'm probably gonna vote for you. Like, unfortunately, like, that's gonna be the route I'm gonna go. Just because I know I don't stand a chance against you. I hate to put it that way, and like, I respect the hell out of your game. Like, you busted ass. Like, you did what you needed to do to get to this point. But it's like you said, it's either like you're getting thrown under the bus or like I'm just giving up at that point.
I'm not throwing him under the bus. I'm literally telling him right here at the table.
Like, I don't want to take either of those routes. Like, I want to go to win. I don't want to go and take second. Like, I want to be up there for a chance, and I know I don't have that chance against you. So that's
whether I win or not, if I make it, there's a lot of things that I feel like I need to say to those people that are in the jury. I felt very disrespected at many times in this game, and I want the chance to tell them exactly how I feel, how they've made me feel. I don't want to be sitting next to them and have to tell them after the game. I want to be having them give the opportunity to vote me or not and tell them exactly how I feel, how they made me feel, because I feel like they disrespected not only me, but maybe a few other people in this game.
Contestants, it's time to make a decision. On my cue, without hesitation, point at the person you wish to eliminate from the table. Now, Jayla, you have been eliminated. Please select who you will be bringing with you to the jury.
Based off of the pleas and based off of the resumes, I'm gonna have to go with Zach.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things you guys may not have noticed that I really played and was my resume and was my goal was I played a perfect social game. I did not go up once for a elimination. I did not go once for a battle back. I made friends with every single person. I think, fortunately it was a good move on your part. I think I would have won. Without a question, that was my gameplay. Like, my gameplay was to come into this house being social, and not have to go to any physical attributes or strengths that I have. But that I feel like I got riled. I played a perfect game. There's nothing else to say. I played a perfect game, and unfortunately I'm taking third. So I wish the best of luck to you guys. You guys do deserve everything you did to get to this point. I will be rooting for you. I can't wait to hear you plead your case, and I wish I could be up there with you, but best of luck, and may the best person win.
Our feet were out the door. We thought we were gone in that duos round. Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding. I have an ulcer from that round.
You were the person I talked to the least. And look, that duos round brought us together.
The time has come to welcome back my tribunal and crown a winner. Hunter and Jessica will begin the finale ceremony with opening statements. Then, in the order they were eliminated, the jurors will give them a chance to further explain their gameplay and why they deserve to win. Let's begin. Hunter, you are first.
All right. Well, if you had asked me 5 days ago if I thought that I would be standing here right now, I would have never believed that this was possible. I think we all came in with the goal of not being that first boot, and I didn't even know if that was realistic. But I knew that I needed to keep a strong mentality the entire game. This game for me started as soon as I stepped off that plane. And I made sure that no matter what, even when it looked like I did not have my shit together, that I still had the right mindset. I knew I needed to make the social connections that I needed to, whether it was directly with the person or with people who also had other people that I really wasn't close to, but they could give a good word for me. I had a close bond with Erica. Everyone knew that, right? So I gave her my word on day one that I would not vote her out, and I was the only one that sat down and wasn't gonna vote her. It made me look shady as fuck, but I gave her my word and I was loyal to her. Okay, so then that got me all the way through to jury. Jury, that's when a new game starts, right? If you're voted out, you can pick who you're gonna battle against. So my mentality is completely changing. First round, I was called a snake. Yes, I'm a snake. I played people, I manipulated people. I was also loyal to people, okay? I lied. If you did not lie in the game, that's why you're sitting right there or in the pre-jury. I feel like I did what I had to do to remain safe. After that final 10, I picked you solely because it was a double elimination. People were saying Ty and Dustin. Everyone was saying they were gonna throw their votes on Ty, and no one was saying Dustin. I was so afraid that one of you found an LOS and one of you two were gonna go home. So it might have looked like a weak move picking you, but it was solely strategy, okay? Because I knew jury phase, you were able to pick who you wanted to fight against, and I needed meat shields in the game. And then final 5, I won an immunity challenge to secure my spot in the final 4. I could not be picked for a battle match, and that's what, thank God I didn't have to fight. So then final 4 happened, and I was the only person at that table who did not get a finger pointed at them to be eliminated. She got a finger pointed at him. Jayla had 2 fingers, and then Zach had 1. I was the only one that didn't have a finger pointing back at him.
Okay, hi guys. I bet you are waiting for me to explain how I am not a floater in this game, so I'm ready to explain it to you. I've been dying, I can't wait for you guys to see my confessionals because I've been dying to explain how I'm not a floater, but it was kind of, I came in here and I was immediately underestimated, and I used that to my advantage. People really didn't try to team up with me, didn't try to work with me. I felt like a loner. Besides MP, she left right away, but I only had 2 people that really I trusted in this house, so it was hard for me. So I knew I kind of had to work behind the scenes. So I like to think of myself not as a floater, but as a farmer. I planted seeds and I cracked formations, and that's what got me here. So when Jay West found the LOS, I didn't tell a single person. I was also in that room with Matt, so I also knew that Jay West got it. I didn't tell a single soul, but instead I used that as my advantage to have Jay West trust me. And then 10 minutes before that round, when they blew up at each other, Kevin and Jay West, I went to Jay West and I said, hey, I know you trust me because I haven't told a single person. Everyone thinks it's Matt that has that LOS. I have heard Kevin going around saying your name. He's targeting you. He's telling everyone you have the LOS. You should go for him. So I am the reason that he got so riled up. He got so heated, put the do-rag on, ready to fight. And they go out and that was my goal. I wanted to get Kevin out because Kevin was a big target and he scared me and he was friends with everyone. And I wasn't. So I needed him out because he was a target. So that blow up was because of me. Then next was I was a peasant. The only 2 people that I really trusted and were allies in the house were knights. They couldn't do anything. They were only messengers. So I didn't really have any power there. None of the peasants I really was working with. And the first 2 rounds, it was an easy choice. We said, yep, let's just leave it how it is, leave it how it is. The 3rd round should have, again, been an easy choice. They should have said, okay, we have 1 person we can make mad that we're not really working with, which is me, or we can make 2 people mad and put them up. I was shocked, but I was able to use my social game to convince every other person to keep me safe and vote those two out. Like, that is a huge move, and that is something that is tough to do. I had to really, really work to make relationships with every single person down there that was a peasant that I really didn't know to get myself to that point. I was able to keep myself safe by talking my way out of things. So yes, I was behind the scenes and I wasn't up front making myself a target or making myself this big player that people saw as running the house, but I did that on purpose. I took that to my advantage and I stayed low key, and I think that was a huge advantage of mine. However, I still knew I was being a floater, so guess what? A battle match came up and I had to prove myself, and I did. I played against a battle match veteran. She was awesome, she's been killing this game, and I beat her, which was important for me, and I thought that was pivotal for my game. Yeah, I think I did really good job of staying low key, and I know that can maybe come off as a floater, but I felt like those different aspects there are big game moves that you guys didn't even notice because I was able to fly under the radar and get big people out while still keeping myself not as a target.
First, I want to say congratulations to both of you. It's a really tough game. I think we all can agree to that. Hunter, I did call you out in the game, but you still made it to the end, even though I blew your game up, which I need to congratulate you on that because that had to be a tough feat. Jess, we did have a good social relationship, but I did know that you were coming for me a few rounds. I don't have any hard feelings for that. We all were going after each other. And like I said, this is a tough game. It's one of the hardest things I've ever done. And I think it's a hard thing that all of us did together. But I want to know individually for each of you, what was your toughest moment in this game, like where you hit your wall?
I'll go first. My toughest moment was definitely Final 7 when my vote was stripped from me. I thought I was a goner because not only was my vote stripped from me, I also was automatically standing up no matter who was voted out. So I was able to be picked for a battle match, and looking around after everything that had just happened the past 2 rounds, I didn't really know who had my back or really how I was gonna make it going forward. So not having a vote in a pivotal round was definitely the moment that I hit a wall. I broke down. You'll see it whenever we all leave and the show ends. I am bawling the entire time and I emotionally am just drained.
For me, the hardest moment, and again, I tried to really maintain my emotions and keep calm even when I was really upset, really frustrated, like crying and by myself in the rooms. Like, I tried to stay calm, and something that was really tough was when Cam called me out on the field. It really shook me up, and I felt really nervous that everybody else on the field was not going to trust me because she was saying that she trusted me and I broke her trust. And so going back in there and trying to act like I was okay, nothing happened, and still focusing and working on that game after that was really difficult for me, but I think I did a good job of presenting myself in a way where I was okay, I was ready to move on from that, and I was ready to keep playing.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, first I wanted to say congrats because everybody here probably like envies you a lot right now because everybody here like really wanted this really bad and you were actually able to manifest that, which is really, really, really awesome. Now, one aspect of the game that I want to address is like self-awareness and also how others perceive you. Now, you probably have this like perception of your own game and you're probably really passionate about how you played the game, but we want to see like how intelligent you are and how you think others perceive your game. So my question to you guys is, how do you think us as a jury perceives your game and why?
I can go first this time. Obviously, I think a lot of people see me as a floater. I think people see me as somebody who's shy, quiet, who's kind, and I am not that outgoing, but it takes a lot for me to take emotion out of things. I'm actually a very like sensitive and emotional person in real life. I get like hurt really easily, but I had to take that out of the equation here. Every time somebody came at me or something happened to me, I always said, no hard feelings, I get it, let's move on. And that was something that was tough for me to do, but I did it, and I think that that was perceived well by the jury. I also think, I know that a lot of people saw me as a floater, so those are the two things.
I would definitely say I was viewed as a snake, and I 100% had snake mentalities. I did not want to be picked for battle matches. So much like a lot of other people, I would throw votes on people who I knew that would not go home so they couldn't pick me. That's the only way to remain safe in the game. I'm also a social person, so I'm a social butterfly. So me getting to know people personally typically builds like a trust in the game just naturally. And getting to a point where you look around and you see a lot of friends left in the game, you're gonna have to screw over some people whether you want to or not. So you're gonna have to lie, you're gonna have to manipulate, you're gonna have to be a snake, and I am fully aware that I did all of those things and I totally accept that.
Okay, we'll see if you're right.
All right, so time to talk game. As a fan of Sequester, myself personally, I'm a huge fan of big moves, backstabs, etc. So I've done a couple of them myself. I feel like in this game with some of my allies here, pulling off some things that I'm actually really proud of, and I think we're worthy enough if I got to the end to be sitting there with you guys. Of course, I'm envious, but of course I gotta respect you, because whatever game you guys play, there's many strategies, we all know this. You guys picked your strategy, you played it however you did, and you guys are sitting there, so kudos to you, congratulations. I do wanna know, however, because I did hear a lot from you guys, I just wanna know specifically what you guys think your biggest move was in this game that put you where you are, or put you in the best position to succeed in what you were trying to accomplish winning this game. What is it, trying to build your resume or just trying to impress us? Tell us what you think is the biggest move, the biggest whatever you did in this game that should just try to wow me. That's what I'm trying to get.
Mine was definitely in Final Six when I talked to Tori, because I feel like Dustin, Zach, and Tori were viewed as a strong trio by myself, Jayla, and Jess. It just seemed like it was split down the middle, and I knew what little bit that I heard, just Tori's name, whatever the context of that was, I wasn't lying to Tori when I said, hey, they said your name. And it turned her against Dustin. It got her to vote Dustin. And it caused mistrust. He blew up on her whenever she stood up to vote, and it was a tie and whatnot, and he apparently saw Jayla and her do something or a little deal or whatever the case might have been, so it automatically caused drama between them. And if you think about it, the only three people who were standing up for him to potentially pick were myself, Jess, and Tori, and he took out one of the biggest threats to winning the game.
All right.
Is it okay if I tell everyone that I told Brayden about Ty?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're talking to me right here.
I know, I'm sorry. I just didn't want to throw him under the bus, but I think my biggest game move here is that right before we were literally steps about to be put into the battle match, I went and told Brayden, look, we're gonna target, if we go up, we thought the house was flipping on us. I said, if we go up, we're gonna target Ty, and I was able to convince Brayden to flip on Ty. I'm so sorry, but we had to do what we had to do. We were right about to go out, and so I think that's what saved me in the game. We would have been out otherwise.
Okay, I just want to, before I sit back down, I just want to let y'all know I'm looking for authentic answers, stuff like that. I'm definitely listening to what y'all are saying. I'm going to be continuing listening intently. Just want you guys to keep in mind that we're all here because lies and cheats and stuff like that, we don't want to be bullshitted, so just keep your answers authentic as possible and give us the real truth, and I think that you'll gain some respect, so that's my honesty to y'all. So just keep that in mind while giving you the answers, okay? Yeah, no problem.
Okay. Well, first of all, I want to say that I want to approach this in the best way possible, not be a bitter juror, but it's really freaking hard with you guys. It's not really you, Jess. Like, you're just kind of, you were a floater in my opinion, unfortunately, and I kind of liked the way that you explained your game, and I respected the formulated argument that you had. Hunter, you too, I guess. It's just it's so painful for me to look at someone and just have so much bullshit in their eyes, and so it's hard for me not to take that personally. So, and I do want to let you know that you were a big factor in the reason as to why I didn't trust Erica, and it really, I pretty much killed her game, honestly. She did a really good job at fighting back, but you were a huge factor in that, so it might have been her fault for aligning with you in the first place, I guess. But so just want to get all of that off my chest. So my question for you two
is in 3 months from now, when we look back on this amazing experience that we all had together, and this amazing cast, why should we be proud to call you our season winner?
I put everything that I had into this game. Mentally, physically, emotionally. I didn't get any sleep last night, not a single second. I was up thinking about the entire game. I knew we had 4.5 rounds today, and I knew I was probably going to be in a terrible position, and I knew I was probably going to battle ones, and I didn't battle ones today. I was just drained. Like, I have put everything into this game. My mind was always thinking, even before the game started. So like I said before, the game started for me right when I stepped off the plane. I needed to make sure that I was in the right mental mindset, and whenever I was off my rocker, if you might say, I knew that I said, Hunter, you need to get your shit together because this game still goes on and every round is a new round.
Okay, that's a great answer. I just have one follow-up question for you that I really need to know. What was your strategy in throwing your number one ally's name out to me during date night? What was the strategy in that?
There really wasn't a specific strategy. I knew when I told you that whenever you came back in, I was genuinely excited because I thought you and I were going to work together.
You thought you could manipulate me?
Not necessarily. I thought that you and I were going to be together. I knew you and Erica were not on the best of terms, but I didn't know you and I were on terrible terms. But yeah, so I knew Erica, she was one of my closest allies, but I knew a lot of people in this game did not like Erica. So whenever me and Erica are viewed as a potential duo, I knew that people would pick her for a battle match before me. So it was completely strategy, and I knew if she was the one voted in, I was not being picked for a battle match. And that was my entire strategy, was do not be picked for a battle match because that's the only way you can remain safe.
I think the reason that people will be proud of me being the winner is because, number one, I stayed true to my loyalties. You all know every time I said even if you guys wanted me to flip or do whatever, I said the only thing, I'm not flipping on Jayla, she's my number one. So I was loyal to a fault at times. Sometimes I could have easily had my game on the line for her, but I wanted to be loyal. Also, I made sure I was nice to everyone. I promised my family, I'm gonna come in here, I'm gonna be nice. I don't wanna cause drama if I don't have to. I don't wanna be mean to people. I wanna be somebody that I'm proud to represent myself and that you guys would wanna be friends with outside of this game after this is over. I also think I played a different game than a lot of people come in playing this game. A lot of people come in really hard, really hot, like Kevin, and I knew that I was gonna be somebody who's shy, somebody who's quiet. This is totally out of my comfort zone for me, so I knew I had to play that, and I had to kind of sneak around the house, observe, listen to what everybody else was saying, and go from there. I took it one step at a time every single round. I made sure to listen, see what everybody else was doing, and move in that direction and take it literally every round. I just made sure I was gonna be safe, my people I wanted were gonna be safe, and move on from there. And I think I did a really good job of rolling with the punches because there was so much I had to adapt to every single time.
Okay, thank you guys.
Okay, I just want to say to everyone, we made it. This is the dream, I think, for everybody, to be either in the top 2 or to be in the jury. Because not only is being in the top 2, amazing, this is the reason why someone wins. We make a decision. It's not anyone else's. It's not even their decision. It's our decision. And so I think that is so important. And I'm so proud of this jury and this group of finalists because there's so many bitter jurors, as everyone has said, and collectively as a group of a jury, we have discussed with each other and said, this is the type of things that we want to see, what we want to hear, what we might not have been working as a team throughout the game, but right now we're a team. And that's what I think is so important and so incredible about this game. It literally is so interchangeable, and everyone knows I had a crazy ride, and I thank you for saying a battle back better, and it makes me feel really great, and hearing all these people just talk so great about someone that could feel so down, and for people to be able to do that is so incredible. Again, the self-awareness, and that's just so incredible to me, and it really just warms my heart. And so my questions are separate for the two of you. I'm gonna start with Jess. Last year's season 2 second place winner had a lot of big moves that happened pre-jury. And you were kind of explaining a lot of your big moves were pre-jury. Those people aren't here. So I know that those were great moves, but that's not provable to us in a sense, because all those people that were in that mess are all in pre-jury. So I just want to know like how you really can prove that the ones that you caused in jury, was it just you? Like you made that choice, or were you with other people and kind of going along with it?
So, so wait, do you want me to explain my pre-jury, or do you want me to explain what I did after?
Your jury like move, that was like your pivotal one, because you were like more of your big pivotal ones were before. They're not here, they're not making the choice. So I want you to address the jury and how, like one of your big jury moves was if you did it on your own, like it was you that headed it, or did you just join along?
Okay, yeah. I think one of my biggest moves was date night. I knew people were coming after me at that point. I really didn't have anybody. Jayla came back into the house. She was my one ally, and she was obviously very heated. I didn't know where her head was at. She said she wasn't working with anybody, so I was going to this date night totally by myself, totally solo. And I talked to every single person, and I made sure to make it clear I was trying to be as honest as I could. I tried to make deals where I could to keep myself in this game, and that was obviously just me. And I tried to stay true to those deals that were agreed on to on that night, if I could. And for you, I know unfortunately I had to vote you because I was told at the very end that people were targeting me that said they weren't, and I knew I would have not gone up. But I think that is one of the reasons why I did so well, is because I was able to take the little things that I was hearing, because there were so many lies. Everybody was lying to me because I was all by myself, and I had to sift through what was true, what was honest, what were the lies, and work with that and socialize after, like during and after, to make sure that I wasn't, but that I wasn't going to be a target.
Okay, and for Hunter, we've had a wild ride. We did day 1, literally we were in the same sequester room, so it's kind of hard not to feel a little bit connected, even though you're just like staring at each other. So, but once we got out and got in the house, it was kind of like, we just felt comfortable with each other. And at that point, comfort is something, to me, is a little something to get you by sometimes. You just need something to remind you that it's a game, but there's people here for you. So my question is, because you were asked, what was your your game plan of saying my name? I know you didn't vote for me, and clearly I was out of the loop of everything, and I was out of the loop of everything. But to me, that's fine. I mean, it's a game. So like you said, you had no thought process of saying my name, but there clearly was. And so I don't know like what's being genuine, because you say you're a snake, which you own up to, but then you say like, is there any actual genuine part of your game?
I definitely think there is. Like all of my conversations, especially with you, were genuine. Personal, yes. Like I wanted you in the game. I trusted that you and your ability to battle a lot of people over here to remain safe. I just knew that I needed you like on my side because I could use you as a shield. You're one of the few girls in the game that I actually felt like I could use as a meat shield because you were such a big threat. A girl shield.
Thank you. A snack shield, how about that?
Along with Tori, like you two were two people that I knew like were gonna be confrontational people. Like when people call you out, y'all own up. Like you battle for yourself, you know? You can battle in a battle match. So I knew y'all were two people like I can at least have in the game and not seen as such a big threat.
Okay, good luck, thank you.
Well, hello, Hunter and Jess. First of all, congratulations, because honestly, despite what anyone thinks, you guys did what 18 of us could not do. So I'm really proud of you guys for that. Jess, in your opening speech, you mentioned that your strategy as a floater, or farmer, as you call it, was something that you did on purpose, and you also said that you just took advantage of. So I'm actually wondering, because those things can't go together. So before you came into this game, what was your strategy? Did you genuinely want to be a floater?
Yes, actually, in my Rob Has a Podcast interview, he called me a floater, and I was like, look, I don't want to necessarily be considered as a floater, but I want to be considered somebody who is working behind the scenes. If you call that a floater, okay, but I think that's sometimes what you have to do to get by. I knew, and when I say I took advantage of, I'm saying like I took advantage of knowing that about myself, and that's my personality trait, so I took advantage of that by using that from the very start. I knew I was going to be looked at as like someone who's shy, someone who's not a huge physical competitor, somebody who doesn't have a ton of relationships in the house. So instead of trying to force myself into something that I'm not and I would have came off unauthentic, I used that and I think I ultimately worked on those social games and worked to make sure I wasn't getting those battle matches or even I worked my butt off to try to make sure I wasn't even being targeted so that I didn't have to fight my way and be vocal and be loud and be a target because I knew that that wasn't something I was gonna be able to do.
I can respect that. Thank you for that. Okay, Hunter, so I want to hear a little bit more about how the person you were in this game differs from who you are in real life. So like when your close friends and family are gonna look back and watch this, what are they gonna be embarrassed by or maybe disappointed in? What's gonna be surprising to them?
My friends and family know that this is a dream of mine. I have been a reality TV fan since yay big. Like I remember having recordings on DVRs and whenever they got deleted, I bawled. Like my family knows that something like this is a dream of mine. I told my family and my coworkers before, I said, you're probably gonna see stuff that isn't me in person because I am a down-to-earth guy and I hope all of you get to see that after. I said, Mom, Dad, I'm gonna have to say stuff that you may not be proud about, but I'm gonna have to do what I have to do to get to where I am right now.
Well said. Good luck.
I want to hear from each of you what you think the viewers will think of you at home after this all airs. I mean, we've seen your game in the house. We've heard what you have to say. But that's all, right now it's all hearsay. There's gonna be some shit that's gonna air out once everything's said and done. What do you think the viewers are gonna think of you guys? What's on the tapes?
So for me, I made sure that when I went to confessionals, I always explained my game because I knew that I was being underestimated. I knew that I was flying under the radar, and I am a same reality TV shows person, and when I see like floaters in Big Brother, I'm like, I can't stand the floaters. So I want, like, that was my thing in confessionals. I wanted to make sure viewers knew I'm working my butt off. Like, I promise you, I'm not trying to float by. So every single time I went to confessional, like, I would get so passionate, and I know, like, you guys just have to trust me, and you'll see them. But like, I would tell my game, I would tell what I'm trying to do next, what my plans are, because I wanted the viewers to know that, okay, you might see me in the house being like, oh, it's okay, no big deal, everything's good, or okay, I'm gonna do that, I'm doing this. But I would go into confessionals and say, you know, I did this because of this, I did this for this, and I think that they're gonna respect that. I hope that they're gonna respect that, and I do think that I was true to myself, so I think they'll like me.
No, yeah, I agree. Like when I went to the confessionals, I was having to explain everything that I was thinking inside because I was telling a lot of you what you wanted to hear. You know, a lot of you thought I had your back, and some were honest and true, and then some weren't. I was having to just really protect myself. So any real fans of the show are gonna respect like a gamer. Like if anyone was in my shoes, they would do what it takes to get to the spot that I am in right now and then hopefully win.
All right, yeah, I think I heard enough there. Good luck there.
I'm proud of you guys for being here. I am one of those bitter, I'm just playing, I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter, I'm really proud of you guys. So with us, like, you know, we have the fate of you guys in our hands. I kind of want to end the season off lighthearted. So I want you guys to explain to us and the viewers at home why the other person should be the winner.
Okay, so Jess definitely played a different game than I did. Jess, you look at her and you just see a sweet heart, you know. She really stayed true to who she was. She might be the exact same person as she is on the outside. Like, she didn't hurt anyone's feelings. She didn't yell at anyone like I did. Like, I got my emotions involved, and Jess really was able to keep herself in check the entire time. And I really just think that a genuine, kind soul is sitting next to me right now.
Oh my gosh, that's like making me emotional. Thank you. I just didn't want it because that was really nice, thank you. I think that he deserves to win the game, and I said, we said this, like, we both played different games and we both played hard, and like, I think like both of us deserve it. Obviously, I want to win, but I think that he did a really good job of working with who he needed to work with at the time, and unfortunately, he did have to backstab people, but it's what moved him forward in this game, and so I think he did a really good job of managing that. It's really hard. Once you backstab someone, people come after you, their alliances come after you, and like he was able to work and like balance that out so that like I could have never backstabbed someone and like been able to turn around and talk my way out of it. And so he did a really good job of talking his way out of things and moving forward that way while still like upsetting people, and he made it to the end that way, so that's crazy to me.
All right, well that's all I have. Good luck to you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, well, guys, it's been fun. It was a wild ride. On behalf of myself and the jury, I want to say thank you for playing an amazing game and having us be a part of it and being able to explain these answers to us. So my question to you would be, if we started again tomorrow, knowing everybody's personality in the house, who would you team up with?
I, from the start, really wanted to work with Tori. I thought she played such a good game socially, and she obviously is a powerhouse with competitions, but I thought like I'm somebody who lacks that, so I thought we would have been a good balance, but unfortunately it didn't work out that way. But if I could start over again, I would work with Tori.
Thinking about starting this process over tomorrow is like giving me a headache right now. But I kind of want to answer it in two parts, and I'm going to answer pre-jury and jury. Like pre-jury, I feel like I would want to work with Christine. I think I did kind of a little bit, but I would really want to like make her a priority for me in this game. Out of the jury, I would definitely say Ty, because we could have really used our connection to help us in the game. Like we could have told no one, we could have worked it all the way to the end. But you know, we just had past from before the game that just kind of hindered that from happening.
Perfect. One thing I noticed is both of you only picked 1 to 2 people. Would you keep your alliances small, or would you want them to be big at some point?
Oh, 100% small. We've seen how like big alliances have, so I definitely think finding those duos or trios is going to be pivotal, because like we said, there was apparently a guys alliance of like all these guys. But yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely keep it small, and I think that's because if I was in a big alliance, that's not my personality type. I think I would get wrapped up in it, and big alliances tend to come for each other. They tend to break up often. It's really hard to keep a big alliance tight from what I've seen, and so I think having those small, strong, loyal connections that you can work with and that you trust is more important than having the numbers, in my opinion.
Well, thank you guys. Congratulations again on getting here. I think it's time for us to make a decision. So,
Hunter and Jessica, you both have one final chance to make a closing statement before the jury votes for one of you to win Sequester.
Okay, first off, I want to say thank you all for playing this game. Like, we set the bar so high for future seasons. From round 1 was automatically dramatic, like crazy from round 1. And I think we're all gonna be so close after this, and I hope no one takes anything personal. No matter how the outcome is, you're gonna see things in confessional that we've all said that is just in the game. You know, it's heat of a moment or just a joke, or just know that everything should be taken with a light heart and just don't take things personal. I know the game that I played might not always be a respectable one, but I just did what I had to do to get here. You know, I might not ever get a chance like this again. So I just hope that you know, the only thing that I can say is I just hope I make my family proud. Sorry. I might not ever get this chance again, so this has been a dream. So I knew I was gonna come in and play hard. And I know like all of us are gamers, so whether you played the same game as me, whether you were loyal, whether you were backstabby, just go in with an open mind and know nothing's personal. Whew.
Okay, hi guys. I want to say thank you for holding me accountable. I really did want to explain all of my actions, and I wanted you guys to know the kind of game I was playing. So I appreciate you asking me those tough questions, even though they might have been hard to ask, or they were hard for me to speak about in the moment. But I wanted to prove to you that I am here. I was here to play this entire time. I was loyal. I really tried not to lie. I tried to be authentic. I made short-term deals instead of lying, so that I wasn't turning on people or having to lie to people later on. I really made sure that I could keep everything that I was doing and staying honest as much as I possibly could, and I really just fought to be like every step of the way. I didn't have the numbers behind me, and I was pretty much a lone wolf most of the game, besides the few that had my back. So I really had to talk and make social interactions with every single one of you to make sure that I was being targeted. And so I did my best. I want to say again, thank you. And I know we played very different games, but no hard feelings. I want you to vote for who you think deserves it and who you think played the best game.
Jury, please prepare to vote for a winner.
For the last time of the season, I have the results. The winner of Sequester Season 3 is Hunter.
I gladly vote for Hunter.
So I really do appreciate Jess's like strategy of like being an underestimated woman and stuff, because that's how I am myself, and I know how hard it is to fight off that perception, but I didn't really see her try to change that perception of herself. I found that she was staying in her comfort zone, whereas Hunter, he said he was such a genuine person in his real life, but he really pushes comfort zones to play a good game, and that's what I respect. So for that reason, I vote for Hunter to win.
Not only do I think this person wants it maybe more than anybody else here, but I do believe that they played a better game strategy-wise, and my vote goes to Hunter to win this one.
Well, I'm pissed I have to vote for either a snake or a floater, but if I'm gonna vote for one of them, I guess I'll do the snake. So I vote for Hunter to win Sequester.
Both of those, I guess, debates were incredible, honestly, and the point of this jury and this discussion session is for the reason to see, like, how are you going to defend your game? If you think people are saying you're playing a scared game, people think you're playing a sneaky game. But I think both finalists definitely did that, and they stayed true to who they were, and they played like incredibly different games. But that's the name of this game. This game is so different. There's not one automatic winner when someone walks in the front door. Congratulations to the both of you, but my vote to win is Hunter.
Congratulations, Hunter. I'm voting for you to win. You are a true gamer. So I think out of you and Jessica, you definitely deserve this.
I vote Jess to win. Jess, you did it. You played an amazing game. You beat me out fair and square, and you beat out everybody else. You beat out 19 other people. You did amazing. I think you deserve it wholeheartedly. Love you to death, girl. I'm voting for Jessica to win.
I vote for Hunter to win. May the best of luck.
Hunter, Jess, it's been a lot of fun working with you guys. I'm glad I got to go through the whole experience all the way to the end with you, getting to know you as a person inside the game and out. And I'm really looking forward to hanging out with you outside of the house and building a relationship from there. Congrats again on getting this far. And yeah, I vote for Hunter.
Think you have what it takes to win Sequester? Applications are open right now. Head to my website and learn how to apply.